That candle was sparked by the release of $100 million worth of Tethers, surrogate US dollars, and was followed by another $100 million issued for the next 3 days in a row. Tethers are propping up the Bitcoin market right now, but what happens when the music stops? Should regulators wade in or Tether shut up shop? The loss of fresh capital could be cataclysmic. Also read, while Tether critics grow more vocal, belief in the 1-1 tightrope remains. The Bitcoin community have decidedly mixed feelings on Tether. While Bitfinex, which controls Tether, is in charge of issuing these dollar-pegged tokens, other exchanges are also reliant on them, including Kraken and Bittrex. What happens to Tether affects everyone.The amount of new bitcoins created each day is worth approximately $18 million. Miners need to sell most of these coins to cover their utility costs. This means that $18 million of new money needs to enter the markets daily just to maintain current prices. Given that $400 million of Tethers has been issued over the past 4 days, and yet the price of BTC has remained sluggish, this is alarming. If it wasn't for Tether's torrent of newly created cash, this week's dip would have cut deeper still. As one commenter pointed out, Tethers aren't really backed by United States dollars fiat, but rather by confidence in Bitfinex itself. Similarly, the United States dollars isn't backed by hard assets, but rather confidence in the U.S. economy. What happens to United States dollars if the Fed shuts off the insane volume of their printing press? So long as we collectively believe that Tethers are real, they are real, or at least as real as any other global currency that smashes out of thin air, which has generally been the case ever since the gold standard was dropped. But what are markets, if not manifestations of human psychology, global sentiment etched into every line, chart, and candle? No one, at this stage, realistically believes that Tether is receiving $100 million a day in customer deposits via its diminutive Polish bank, and then converting these into USDT. It looked like the cradle's original inhabitant on first glance, only to prove to be anything but. If the fairies perform the old switcheroo, unexplained diseases, disorders, and failed crops were sure to follow. Tether is valued like a real dollar and works like a real dollar, at least until the time comes to cash out.